Anytime someone talks about Sonic 06, they bring up how the ending retcons the entire game from canon. At the end of the game, Sonic and Elise go back in time and destroy Solaris while he's at a weaker state, which would prevent the entire game's events from happening. Fans say that for this reason, Sonic 06 is not canon. Well, the Sonic fanbase is wrong, as usual. This game is still very much canon for a number of reasons. Elise remembers the game's events at the end of 06. Sonic also remembers, and he even continues to remember in the Japanese version of Team Sonic Racing. If the events were not canon, then the characters wouldn't even have so much as a sense of deja vu about them, let alone remembering them in detail. Also, Crisis City and Kingdom Valley both appear in Sonic Generations and its remake. Mephiles and Kingdom Valley are here too. You also see 06 cards in Rivals. Also, Silver still exists, and it's implied in official bios in Generations and the Japanese Sonic website that the Silver we know today is from 06, not Rivals. Speaking of Silver, his boss fight with his 06 battle theme are in Sonic Generations. There's also the matter of the game being documented in the official Sonic the Hedgehog Encyclopedia, which is an official lore book of Sonic the Hedgehog. There's only one game in this entire book listed as non-canon, and it's not Sonic 06. It's Sonic Chronicles. But that one's only non-canon because of some douchebag named Ken Penders. Here's the thing about time travel. If Sonic and Elise go back in time and erase Solaris, you know what that does? It erases the reason they would have had to go back in time, which means they never would have went back in time, which means they never would have erased Solaris, which means the game's event still happened, which creates a time paradox. You cannot erase the past as a time traveler, because doing so would remove the reason you went back in time to erase it, which means you never would have went back, which would cause a time paradox. So since you can't actually erase a previous event no matter how much time traveling you do, all you can do is create a branch in the timeline. The events of 06 were not erased. They were simply moved to a different timeline, and a Sonic multiverse is indeed a canon thing. Whether the game's events are in different timelines or not, they still exist within the Sonic multiverse, making them canon. Which means it cannot be retconned. A retcon would be removing it from the multiverse entirely. But it's still within the multiverse, since again, characters remember it happened, and levels from that game keep returning. The only being in the entire Sonic multiverse capable of truly erasing past events is the Time Eater from Sonic Generations, and the erasure was prevented by both Sonic and his past self in order to prevent damage to the world. Anyway, those are my 2 cents. If you disagree, that's fine. Just be an adult about it and don't start a stupid fight about it in the YouTube comment section. By the way, watch my live streams. Okay, thanks, bye. By the way, I just found out while I was editing this video, I went to the Japanese Sonic website again, and you can see a chronological history of events that happens in the timeline, and you can see 06 here, roughly translated, and over here you can see 200 years later there's a future world and an altered future world, so there's 2 future worlds. So yeah. Split timelines are a thing. Therefore, even though it says it didn't happen, that still makes it canon. Once again, I am always right.